Today we have this lovely 3 wines from Beaujolais. Now, I don't know which one's which, but in this 3 we have straight Beaujolais, Beaujolais-Village, and Beaujolais-Crus, specifically from Fleury. I don't know which one's which, it's been mixed up, and I'm gonna blind taste them. But before we do, I want to go over a few stuff about the Beaujolais. Now, they're located south of Burgundy, a little bit north of Lyon. It's a big chunk of area and land of Beaujolais. However, to be considered a village and cru, it's a very small portion of those. Therefore, the village and cru wine is supposed to be higher quality than the straight Beaujolais. Now, today, I'm quite excited to see if I can tell the difference between each one of them, or at least how good the cru or the village wine is. If the quality assessment is correct by the AOC, the straight Beaujolais is supposed to be worse than Beaujolais-Village, followed by the cru. I think that was a pretty good educational material. I think we should dive in straight to the wine, shall we? Wine A is medium, slightly see-through, and then it's purple in color because I see a little bit of more blue. And then on the nose, I get cherry, plum, floral characteristics like rose, violet, a little bit of herbal, and I get that little bit of hint of banana and a little of that sweet candy going on the nose, which is a sign of a classic Gamay Beaujolais wine. I like it. Not too bad. We're gonna move on to wine B. So wine B is medium and purple, about the same as the last wine. And then on the nose, I get cherry, plum, but it's slightly less floral, but it's still there, just not as much as the wine A. But I also get a banana and bubblegum, classic sign of Gamay Beaujolais wines. So not too bad either, pretty good. Wine C was one of the most unique one out of all the 3 today because it is medium and purple, same in terms of intensity and color. However, it is a little bit more opaque than the other 2. So it's slightly less see-through. It is still see-through, but not as much as it is in the other 2. On the nose, it's filled with cherry, plum, red berries, and lots of floral characteristics like violet, rose, blossom. This thing screams floral characteristics. Yeah, it's very lovely in the nose. So we're gonna go back to wine A and taste them and see how we like it. To me, wine A is quite simple. I get cherry, plum, medium minus length and finish, and medium on acidity, tannins, and alcohol. So kind of checks all the medium boxes, but a little bit on the lesser side on the intensity and the length and the finish. Moving on to wine B. To me, wine B is quite similar to the wine A. Cherry, plum, medium on acid, tannin, medium on alcohol. However, the intensity, the length, and the finish was ever so slightly higher than the last one at medium instead of medium minus. Moving on to wine C. The wine C is medium on acid, tannin, and alcohol, but I get medium plus on the finish. I think it's ever so slightly longer in my palate. Intensity and almost everything else was quite similar to the other. Another key difference was the cherry, the plum, that red berry characters were about the same, but I got a little bit more of the floral characteristics in my palate. My wine verdict for today is it's very difficult to tell the difference. However, the difference is there if you really take your time and look for the difference. I think wine C is the Fleury, the cru, wine B, the Village, and wine A being the straight Beaujolais. That is what I think. I hope I'm right. Otherwise, this is gonna be an embarrassing video. So, can you bring me the bottles, please? Let's see if I got any one of these right. Shall I begin? We're gonna begin with wine A. So I thought this was the straight Beaujolais. If there's nothing but straight Beaujolais, it's a disappointing wine. If it is straight Beaujolais, I think it deserves what it to be. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba. This is the straight Beaujolais. 90 points by James Suckling. I mean, I have to say, it wasn't a terrible wine. It wasn't a terrible wine. I think that is what I appreciate in the old world wine is they let the grape do the job. If there is some lack of complexity or structure, they just let it be. But grape is pure. It's a lovely wine. $12, can't beat. let's begin with the wine B, shall we? Ba-da-ba-ba! Beaujolais-Village. Nice. And this automatically makes it to be the Fleury, the Beaujolais-Crus. Yep. Château de Douai, if I'm pronouncing correctly. Fleury, 2020. So, they are all 2020 and they're all made by same winemaker. So I can minimize possible variation happening between winemaking and the vintage, so I can assess the wine purely based on the region itself, where the grape is from. This was actually quite a tough tasting because I really had to dig through the wine and look for that extra level of complexity or structure that each one either had or did not have. Difficult tasting, but also fun, but very tasty. That's the thing. I think none of the wines today here are losers because they're all great wines. I think there were $12, $13 or $14, and $20. Out of all, I can recommend all three of them, but if I were to choose one, I'll probably choose the Village wine because of the value standpoint. I think the Village can deliver for its price. It's really well made, it's lovely, but all of these wines are actually really well made. I can't complain anything because they're great wines. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this video kind of guides you through what Beaujolais is, the difference between the Village, the Cru, and the regular. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.